Why walking alone won't heal your hips, and what actually works. Improves blood circulation. Burns calories, keeps joints moving. Basic mobility. Good for heart and mood. But here's what walking does not do. It doesn't build muscle strength in hips and glutes. It doesn't increase bone density. It doesn't stretch tight hip muscles. It doesn't fix joint stiffness or cartilage damage. It doesn't correct posture or balance. Walking is like watering a dry plant. But if the soil is poor and the roots are damaged, water is not enough. The plant also needs nutrition and strength from roots. The real root causes of hip pain. After 60. Most hip pain is caused by weak muscles around the hips, especially the glutes, hip flexors, and inner thighs. Stiff hip joints, due to years of sitting, low mobility, and no stretching. Low bone density. Bones become thin and fragile, osteoporosis. Tight muscles and short tendons, because of less movement and wrong sitting posture. Poor joint lubrication. Synovial fluid becomes thick, cartilage loses smoothness. Walking doesn't fix these problems. It only moves the joint, but it doesn't strengthen or repair it. Biggest mistakes people over 60 make while trying to heal. Hip pain. Mistake 1. I'll just rest until pain goes away. Resting for too long tightens muscles, reduces blood flow, and makes pain worse. Mistake 2. Only taking painkillers or injections. Temporary relief. Zero healing. Painkillers are the mute button, not the solution. Mistake 3. Walking only. No stretching or strength training. Walking is movement, not muscle building. Hips need strength plus flexibility, both. Mistake 4. Sitting in soft sofas or sunken beds for hours. This puts hips in a bent position, making the muscles short and weak. Mistake 5. Avoiding stairs completely. Stairs stress hips, yes. But avoiding them forever weakens hips faster. Heal hips. After 60, doctors, physiotherapists, and orthopedic experts agree. To fix weak or painful hips, you need a 3-step healing system. 1. Stretch, to open tight hips and improve flexibility. Focus on the hip flexors, inner thighs, hamstrings, and lower back. Helps joints move smoothly, reduces stiffness. 2. Strengthen, to build muscles supporting hips and pelvis. Exercises for glutes, quads, core, lower back, makes hips stable, strong, and pain-resistant. 3. Nourish, food, calcium, vitamin D, omega-3, magnesium. Bones need proper nutrition, plus load to get stronger. Sit on a chair. Try to stand up without using your hands. Can you do it 10 times slowly? If yes, great, your hip strength is fair. If no, your hips and thighs are weak and need strengthening. Now try this. Sit on the floor with legs crossed. Try to stand up without support. If you can't, it's okay. Most people over 60 can't. This tells us hip flexibility and core support is missing. Why you should fix hip problems now, not later. If you ignore hip weakness or pain, it can lead to difficulty in walking or climbing stairs. Lower back or knee pain, hips affect both joints. Increased risk of falling hip fracture, most dangerous after 60, can end mobility forever. Hip replacement surgery, very expensive and painful recovery. Your hips can still heal. Even at 60, 70, or 80, bones and muscles can rebuild. Studies show people above 70 increased muscle strength by 30 to 40% in 8 weeks with simple exercises. Bone density improves when you apply light resistance, like bodyweight resistance bands. Stretching increases joint flexibility and reduces pain within 3 to 4 weeks. Why your hips hurt after 60, and what no one tells you. Your hips are getting weaker because they're being used less, stretched less, and nourished wrong. And slowly, the joints that carry your weight every day are giving up. You can reverse it, even if you're 60, 70, or 80 plus. You just need to understand why your hips weaken and how to rebuild them naturally. Why hip pain becomes common. After 60, your hips are one of the strongest joints in your body. They support your entire upper body weight every time you stand up from a chair, walk or climb stairs, bend to pick something, sit and get up from bed. So why do they start failing? 1. Muscle loss, sarcopenia. After age 30, your body loses around 3 to 5% muscle mass per decade. After 60, it becomes even faster. The muscles around your hips, glutes, hip flexors, hamstrings, become weak, and the joint loses support. 2. Sitting. Too much. Chair, sofa, bed, office seat. We sit more and move less. This makes the hip flexors tight and glute muscles inactive, a condition called dead butt syndrome. 3. Low bone density, osteoporosis. Hip bones get thinner when you don't give them load or resistance. That's why so many people above 60 suffer hip fractures after a simple fall. 4. Poor blood circulation. With age, blood flow reduces to joints and muscles, which means less oxygen, fewer nutrients, slower healing. 5. Wrong footwear and posture. Flat, worn-out slippers, walking with bent knees or leaning forward. This sends wrong pressure to your hip. Most people don't know this, but these everyday mistakes make hips worse. Using armrests to stand up instead of leg strength, walking only short distances, bedroom to kitchen, sleeping with one leg crossed over the other. Never stretching or opening hip muscles fully, taking painkillers instead of solving the root cause, avoiding stairs completely. Eating less because of diet, but actually losing muscle and bone strength. How do you know your hips are weak? Check these signs. You need support to get up from a chair or toilet. You can't sit cross-legged on the floor anymore. You feel pain when lying on one side in bed. Your knees and lower back hurt while walking. You walk slowly with small steps or a slight limp. You feel like your legs are heavy or unstable. If any of these felt true, you're not alone. But you're also not stuck this way. Can weak hips be healed after 60? You don't need gym membership. Heavy weights, expensive supplement surgery, in most cases. You only need light hip-focused exercises, we'll do in Part 3, bone and muscle supportive foods, Part 4, a simple 10-minute daily routine, Part 5, correct sitting, standing, and stretching habits. This is the safe, natural, science-backed method physiotherapists use worldwide for patients above 60. Your hip is like a ball and socket joint. The ball, os, top of your thigh bone, femur. The socket, satire, part of your pelvic bone. Between them, smooth cartilage, plus synovial fluid, like oil in a door hinge. Around them are muscles, tendons, ligaments protecting the joint. When you don't move, stretch, or strengthen your hips, the fluid thickens, more friction. The cartilage wears down, pain while walking. The muscles shrink, no support. Result? Pain, stiffness, and sometimes hip replacement surgery. Why painkillers and rest? Make it worse. Most people think, pain hai, rest karo, tablet le lo. But painkillers only shut the alarm, they don't put out the fire. They reduce pain, but they don't fix weak muscles or bones. Too much rest, less movement, more stiffness, more pain. Over time, painkillers damage your kidneys, stomach, and heart. The right movement heals. The wrong movement hurts. 5. Best hip healing exercises you can do at home. No gym needed. Before you start, important safety tips. Do these exercises on a yoga mat, bed, or soft carpet. Move slowly, no sudden jerks. If any exercise causes sharp pain, stop immediately. Breathe slowly. Never hold your breath. Aim for consistency. 5 to 6 days a week is better than one intense day. Exercise 1. Seated knee raise, hip joint mobility starter. Why it works. This simple exercise opens stiff hips, increases circulation, and activates the hip flexors without strain. Sit on a chair, back straight, feet flat on floor. Slowly lift your right knee towards your chest. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower gently. Repeat with the left leg. Repetitions. 10-15 per leg, 2 sets. Breathing. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Perfect for beginners, seniors with limited mobility, people who experience pain while standing. Exercise 2. Standing. Hip march. Activates hip flexors and core. This builds balance, improves coordination, and strengthens the upper hip muscles that support walking and standing. Stand behind a chair and hold the backrest for support. Lift your right knee like you're marching. Don't lean backward or forward. Stay straight. Lower it slowly and repeat with your left leg. Repetitions. 15 marches per leg, 2 to 3 sets. Tip: if you feel confident, remove hand support for balance training. Exercise 3. Side leg raises. Strengthens glutes and hip abductors. Most hip pain comes from weak glute medius muscles, the muscles on the sides of your hips. This exercise targets them directly. Stand straight, hold a chair lightly for support. Lift your right leg sideways. Keep foot flexed, toes pointing forward. Don't rotate your body. Engage your core. Hold for 2 seconds, lower slowly. Switch legs. Repetitions. 12 to 15 per leg, 2 sets. Optional bed version. Lie on your side and lift the top leg in the same way. Exercise 4. Glute bridge. Heals hips, strengthens lower back and pelvis. This exercise is like physical therapy for hips and lower back. It strengthens the glutes, hamstrings, and lower spine, which support hip joints. Lie on your back with knees bent and feet flat on floor bed. Arms by your side, palms facing down. Slowly lift your hips upward, squeezing your butt muscles. Your body should form a straight line, from shoulders to knees. Hold 2 to 3 seconds, then lower gently. Repetitions. 10, 12 reps, 2 to 3 sets. Press your heels into the ground for better glute activation. Exercise 5. Butterfly stretch. Opens tight hips and inner thighs. This stretch relaxes tight inner thighs and hips, a major cause of joint stiffness and lower back pull. Sit on the floor or bed with your back straight. Join the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall to the sides naturally. Don't force them. Hold your feet with your hands and gently press your knees toward the floor. Stay in this position for 20-30 seconds. Breathing. Deep, slow breathing throughout. If sitting on the floor is hard, do it on a bed or sit against a wall. Exercise, if you're comfortable. Hip circles. Improves joint lubrication, flexibility, and reduces stiffness. Stand straight and place your hands on your hips. Move your hips in a slow circular motion, like drawing a circle with your hips. Do 5 circles clockwise, 5 anti-clockwise. How to combine these exercises. Daily 10-minute routine. Exercise sets. Reps, jars duration. Seated knee raise, 2, 10-15 per leg. Standing hip march, 2, 15 per leg. Side leg raises, 2, 12 per leg. Glute bridge, 2, 3, 10 reps. Butterfly stretch, 1, 30 seconds. Hip circles, 1, 5 to 10 circles per side. Signs, your hips are getting stronger. Less pain while standing or walking. You can sit or sleep without discomfort. Stairs feel easier. Balance improves. No wobbling. You can get up from a chair or floor more easily. Hip healing diet, calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, and foods that repair bones and joints. You can do all the right exercises, but if your bones are weak from the inside, your hips will never fully heal. Food is not just fuel, it is medicine for your joints, your bones, and your muscles. Why diet matters for hip healing. Many people over 50-60 think hip pain is only about exercise or age. But the truth is, your bones are living tissues. They need daily nutrition to repair and rebuild. When your hips hurt, crack, or feel weak, your body is giving you a signal. I don't have enough nutrients to stay strong. That's why exercise plus wrong diet. Slow or no healing. But exercise plus the right diet. Stronger bones, smoother joints, and pain-free movement. The 4 most important nutrients for hip bones and joints: calcium, the building block of bones. 9% of calcium in your body is stored in bones and teeth. After age 50, your bones lose calcium every year, especially in women, post-menopause. Without enough calcium, bones become hollow, brittle, and break easily, osteoporosis. Best calcium foods, easy and USA available. Milk, cow, almond, soy. Greek yogurt cheese, especially cheddar, parmesan. Cottage cheese, kale, spinach, broccoli. Fortified cereals and orange juice, canned sardines, or salmon with bones. Daily target: 1,1200 milliliters per day. Vitamin D, the key that unlocks calcium. Even if you eat calcium, your body can't absorb it without vitamin D. Think of calcium as the bricks of a house, and vitamin D as the cement worker who places them correctly. Sources of vitamin D. Sunlight, 10-15 mins daily, morning sun. Salmon, tuna, mackerel, egg yolk. Fortified milk, mushrooms exposed to sunlight. Supplements, if blood levels are low. Why people over 60 lack vitamin D? They spend less time outside. Skin absorbs less sunlight with age. Kidneys become less efficient at producing active vitamin D. Magnesium. The bone protector magnesium activates vitamin D and helps bones use calcium properly. Deficiency causes muscle stiffness, cramps, poor sleep, and joint weakness. Magnesium sources: spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, whole grains, oats. Dark chocolate, 70% cocoa, avocado, bananas, black beans, lentils. Daily target, 300-400 migraine per day. Protein, the muscle and joint healer. Your hips are not just bones, they are supported by muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Weak muscles, or more pressure on hip joints, are more pain. Best protein sources, easy and digestible. Eggs, chicken, turkey, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, fish, salmon, tuna, tilapia. Protein smoothies, banana, plus milk, plus oats, whey protein if needed. Daily requirement, around 1.2 green per kilo of body weight. Best hip healing foods to add, daily nutrient foods. Calcium milk, yogurt, cheese, tofu, spinach, vitamin D, sunlight, salmon, egg yolks, fortified milk, magnesium nuts, seeds, whole grains, dark chocolate. Protein eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, chicken, beans. Omega-3 walnuts, chia seeds, salmon, flax seeds, collagen bone broth, chicken feet, gelatin, berries, foods that harm your bones and hips, avoid or limit. Soft drinks, cola, soda, contains phosphoric acid, steals calcium from bones. Too much salt, chips, fast food, flushes calcium out of the body. Sugary desserts and processed foods causes inflammation in joints. Too much caffeine, strong coffee multiple times a day. Evening 15 min sunlight walk. +1 glass milk or fortified almond milk. Dinner lentil soup, vegetable soup, plus salad, plus cottage cheese before bed, turmeric milk or chamomile tea for better sleep and healing. Simple hip healing drink, golden milk, haldi milk. 1 cup warm milk, 1 to 2 teaspoon turmeric, pinch of black pepper, helps absorption. Optional, honey, for taste. Relieves joint inflammation, improves sleep, repairs tissues. When to consider supplements. You may take calcium plus vitamin D plus magnesium supplements if you rarely go in sunlight, you don't consume milk, dairy, you have osteoporosis, doctor recommended after blood tests. But remember, supplements support. They do not replace real food. Hip pain prevention and daily habits for lifelong joint health. Healing your hips is only the first step. The real goal is to protect your hips for the rest of your life, so the pain never comes back. In this part, you'll learn daily habits, posture tips, sitting mistakes to avoid, and lifestyle secrets that keep your hip joint strong, flexible, and pain-free. 1. Fix your posture. Because hip pain starts with how you sit and stand. Most hip pain is caused not by injury, but by bad daily habits. Here's how to fix them. When sitting, sit on your sit bones, not your tailbone. Keep feet flat on the ground. No crossing legs for long periods. Hips and knees should be at a 90-degree angle. Use a cushion or lumbar support if your lower back arches or slouches. When standing, distribute weight on both feet. Don't lean more on one side. Engage your core gently to support your lower back. Keep knees slightly soft, not locked straight. 2. Avoid these common daily mistakes that damage hip joints. Bad habit, healthy alternative, sitting for more than 40 mins. Stand up, stretch or walk every 30-40 mins. Crossing legs for hours. Keep feet flat, knees aligned. Sleeping on a soft, saggy mattress. Use a firm or orthopedic mattress. Carrying weight on one side, like a handbag. Distribute weight evenly or use a backpack. Wearing high heels daily. Choose flat, cushioned, or orthopedic shoes. 3. Best daily habits to keep hips strong forever. Walk 20-30 minutes daily. Helps lubricate joints and improves blood flow. Do light hip stretches every morning, like knee to chest or butterfly stretch. Strengthen core and glutes 3x per week. Strong core. Less pressure on hips. Drink 2 to 3 liters of water daily. Joints need hydration to stay flexible. 4. Sleep positions that heal your hips. Best sleep positions. On your side with a pillow. Between knees. Keeps hips aligned, reduces strain. On your back with a pillow under knees. Maintains natural spine curve. Avoid sleeping on your stomach. Twists hips and lower back unnaturally. 5. Weight management. Every extra kg adds pressure to hips. Just 1 extra kilos of body weight puts nearly 3 to 4 kilos of extra force on your hip joints. Maintain a healthy BMI through balanced diet and daily movement. Focus on anti-inflammatory foods. Turmeric, ginger, omega-3 fish, berries. 6. Supplements that support hip and joint health. Consult your doctor first. Glucosamine and chondroitin repairs cartilage and reduces pain. Omega-3 fish oil reduces joint inflammation. Collagen type 2 supports cartilage and synovial fluid. Turmeric curcumin, natural anti-inflammatory. 7. Weekly hip wellness routine. Easy to follow. Mon hip mobility stretches, plus 20-min walking 2 glute, plus core strengthening exercises, wed rest or gentle yoga, 2 hip strengthening workout, fry walk plus light flexibility stretches, sat fun activity, swimming, cycling, dancing, sun full rest and relaxation. Your hips can heal, but you must protect them daily. Small daily habits, big long-term hip health. Stay active, eat for strong bones, and avoid joint-damaging postures. Remember, healed hips don't stay healed without maintenance. If you found this helpful and want more videos that heal your body naturally, make sure to hit subscribe right now. Your health journey doesn't end here.